Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. This is my weekly recap. It goes out to all my members as well as everybody on YouTube and my email list. If you're interested in learning more about me or hearing more about what I do, please come over to smartoptiontrading.com. Link in the description. Click on live trading alerts, and it goes over how we have a room and the special pricing available for your first time signing up. So let's talk about this week here and what's going on. Oracle getting volume. We've had a very, very tough week here in the markets. It was a really great week for making money. And if you look at the SPY, again, we started talking a couple weeks ago about, we broke down, the market started flashing issues. The Qs were the first, then the SPY. You can see the volume sell off here. And, today's Friday. All week long, we kind of danced around between this 50-day moving average and the 342.50. This is the big spot that the bears keep growling and they keep selling off. So we failed there again on Wednesday on Jerome Powell. As Powell talked, we sold off. I always say when we sell off when Powell's talking, typically we get follow through the next day. We did to the 50-day yesterday. And then today we opened up and sold off right from the beginning. And it's been a very, very orderly but sustained sell-off all day long until we got here. At that point, I went long with some SQQQ because I said, look at this. You have this big volume candle and the ticks had hit the lows of the day and you have this flush. That's typically a good chance to make some money to the long side on a reversal. But since then, we're kind of just stuck going sideways here. Nothing wrong. We just have no power. If you look at the Qs have been even weaker, right? The Qs in this market, right? Lost the 50-day days, last week and lost it again yesterday and hasn't retaken it. So we're open to some weakness here. The strength has been, believe it or not, in the Dow names. Diamond names have been holding up, still holding the 50 days. And that's been names like Caterpillar that continue to act very strong, and GE, right? And Honeywell. We saw a bunch of these names holding in. Even Disney today, despite the selling, still holding in, just lost the 21-day and the 8-day the last 2 days and holding in better. If you're looking for where the weakness has been, it's really been in tech, and tech's been very, very tough. It's been beaten up. If you look at some of the big names out there, Apple just absolutely butchered today. Came down here, now filled this gap, right? This first gap. It has another one below here if the selling continues. And you have this potential head and shoulders top here that's developed on it and triggered. And we're starting to sell off. So Apple potentially can come all the way down to 96 now if it wants to. Microsoft broke the 50, went below the 100 before bouncing back today. Amazon, similar action, very weak. The semis, NVIDIA here, still holding in well, way off its top, but still holding in well. You also have AMD coming in. And we're just seeing a lot of weakness in tech. From this week's perspective, there was a lot to do, from the long side. And I traded pretty much long other than a cute short here and there. But DraftKings gave a monster move this week. The last 2 weeks, DraftKings has been special. Huge move now after it broke out. And you look at this chart and you take it back. We were waiting for this. Finally took out this high, took it out last week. And then Monday, big move. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, follow through. Made big money on DraftKings this week. Tesla, despite weakness here going into battery day next week, gave trades throughout the week. A nice bounce, traded that several times. I will tell you that gave me fits today. Took loss on some of it today at the end, back up here. Very tough today, very, very, moving all over the place. FCX had chatter this week, going to new all-time highs. Micron woke up this week after being asleep for a long time, pushed to 52 before it failed. And it's just been that kind of week. There were plenty of things to do to the long side. Boeing gave trades all week, even though it's still going sideways. That has some nice moves. We're sitting in some BHC here looking for possibly a buyout on this thing or some type of spin-off into some October calls. And we'll see what it does. But bottom line is the market's saying here, pay attention. I'm not acting particularly good today. They were all over this veil with flow. It's not reacting well to the September 13th and the October 13 and 14 calls. Big time action there. And I'm pretty flat right now. I'm heavily in cash right now. And we'll see where this market goes. There's an old Wall Street adage, sell Rosh Hashanah, buy Yom Kippur. Well, today so far that's held up true. By the way, Tesla back to 447 now. Tesla very strong here as we're watching this. So I hope everybody's okay. I have flat here. We'll see how the weekend brings and what goes, but names like Zoom again today, still showing some strength. Very strong here going into the close. This one looks like it just wants to keep going no matter how much it's run, just doesn't care. All right, guys, everybody have a great weekend. I hope you're doing well. I'll post charts on Sunday. Catch you guys then on Monday.